to go. Mostly ready to go because it's doing weird things again. Oh, that's right. Because it's still is it still keyed to this? It's still keyed to that. Okay, fine. I'll move it over here then. That's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna get me down. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm gonna cry a lot. Actually, I'm too tired for that. Never mind.
Honestly, though, right? I felt that on a different level.
Yeah. Hello, welcome everyone to Tuesday at the Table. We're all here, and it's cold in these dark regions. It snowed outside. Background is all snowy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Brr. I'm freezing.
Yeah. Thank you. It's good that you humored me on that. Okay. So, yeah, what you want? Okay. So, oh geez, I need to get more high energy for this. Although I'm not playing someone annoying. Attitude-wise.
Fair.
So yes, as you can see here, we are back with a wand wed. No, fuck. I am not caffeinated anymore. I'm gonna have to ask for like a triple shot or something for the caffeine in this.
Exactly.
Ask them to top it off with a Rebel.
Top it off with Rebel.
Ooh, Rebel sounds good. Haven't had one of those in a minute.
Oh my gosh, I want to take one of these just half full and hand it to him and be like, can you top this off with a Rebel? That would be so funny.
I think they would slap the bastard out of you.
I would gladly accept it because it would be so funny.
No, just no.
Especially
But no,
the
we are here with Lost Souls. There we go, got it. First time. The other one was just a rehearsal.
Oh.
Didn't count for whatever reason. So yeah, let's not have a repeat of yesterday and just jump right in, miss. We got to keep your streams professional.
All right. Does somebody want to recap?
Do you want it to be
We
annoying?
fucked up pirates and took their boat for the second game.
Yes. And after that,
We got things repaired, and
Sorry.
now we're trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do.
Trying to convince everybody to learn sign language.
It's not a hard thing to do. Oh, I'm saying everybody was on board.
Oh, okay. And we did mention giving the rest of our coin, I believe it was, to the 3 girls.
I don't know about giving the rest of it, but we got them basic adventuring gear and
Yeah.
supplies.
Something like that.
You know,
It's
to
important.
make to make them feel like they're not slaves anymore.
well, after doing the repairs on the ship and doing all the restocking, which includes personal restocking as well as the ship, you guys had 400 gold pieces left over.
Which in forums, Torin had suggested giving it to the girls.
Let's see. There's 3 of the girls there.
Or just see if they need any supplies.
I would say to start with, I think we just outfit them, and then unless we basically spend a rough 100 gold on each of them, and then each keep 25 for ourselves
Okay.
for personal spending. Seems fair to me, because they were slaves and not exactly well equipped.
So 25 gold?
Yeah.
Nor were they well dressed, so.
Yeah, so they can, stop feeling like slaves and more like they have agency in their lives, which I'm cool with.
As you go through the town doing these said things, you'll notice that there's quite a bit of whispering going on. mostly behind your backs.
Rude.
A lot of stairs.
So, what are some of the whispers that we capture?
Can
You
I roll to
an
hear it?
insight.
Insight?
No, you
Yeah.
Or is that perception?
insight.
If or any of them actually happening in front of us,
No, they're mostly hiding. They're whispering.
so they are lewd. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like in front of us, but just like over there, kind of thing.
No, it's hushed whispers, conspiracy whispers.
Freaking rude.
Well, that's a 19 on the dice. And plus, apparently my insight and perception are equal to each other, so that is 25.
All right. You're catching a lot of. It's as if there are two stories around what had happened. There are some people who are whispering about you guys as if you were heroic adventurers who helped demolish the band of pirates.
Fuckers, we did most of the work.
And then there's the second story.
This is the fun one.
Mm-hmm.
There's some concern with the fact that you guys now own the pirate boat. Concern that you guys are criminals or bandits. And that you're up to no good. Defeating the pirates had nothing to do with saving the town, and more so in supplying yourself with a boat and some slaves.
Well,
I mean, they're half right.
hot slaves.
So,
We weren't supplying ourselves with slaves, but we did help ourselves to the boat because we needed a boat.
Technically, they gave us the boat.
No, we do. No. I remember laying claim to it.
I'm pretty sure the guy was like, "Well, if you want the boat, then it's yours."
the town people, the warriors you had set sail with had not wanted to fight with you over the boat after seeing the things you did.
Yep, and we laid claim to the boat. I'm pretty sure we're just like, yeah, this boat's ours now. What are they gonna do? Fight us on it?
But nobody attacks you directly or tries to keep you from going about your business, and
Oh, I'm glad they don't.
it's still morning, late in the morning, but still morning when you return to the boat, and things have been settled. In a lot of ways, you guys are your own people, free to do as you wish.
The Halderi way.
Now, Alfire, you were the one who had found the gold in the captain's desk.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the only thing you found.
Ooh.
You had also stumbled upon a map.
Even better, because that's what we were trying to look for.
It is extensively charted. It seems that these pirates had been on the seas for a long time. There's also a hint that perhaps it's not so much that these pirates had done the work, but a fleet of pirates working together had accomplished it.
Okay.
Either way, you have a very detailed map with ports and waterways lined out for you. It is accompanied by a navigating map for at night with the constellations. This is more crudely done. Doesn't seem that they particularly knew what they were doing in comparison than anything that you've seen. On this map, there are red ticks that you have matched with another roll of parchment. And it seems that they were looking for something.
Motherfucker. Out of character. Everybody's looking for it. Welcome to Dragon Ball. Everyone's looking for it.
Fair. Metagaming aside.
Metagaming aside. Is it any description directly of what they're looking for? Is like, we're looking for a thing.
It is labeled on there, Lapel's treasure.
That's what?
Lapel's treasure.
Oh, I probably shouldn't actually take note of that, just because that would be melee.
This is stuff that will be brought to our attention, to everyone's attention.
In that case, can you spell that?
Hold on. It's down in the chat for you. It's not the only treasure listed on this map, though. And it seems that they have succeeded in finding a few things. Small collections of golds hidden by other pirates.
Did we take down, like, a signature ship of this fleet?
That's a good question.
Like, is there any other records that would show what this boat's station was?
Like a 1 of 50.
I mean, yeah, that's good to know how many are in this fleet.
You didn't find it in your initial search of the desk.
Okay.
You also didn't spend too much time in the captain's room once you found the gold, was what you were looking for.
I forget. Me and Sylvie claimed the captain's room already, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Now, back to what I was saying. There are other treasures marked here. None of them really are anything you are concerned about. It seems like this person's name, that person's name, nothing important. At the bottom of the list, though, you see something familiar. At least, perhaps you're just being hopeful. But there are 3 almost teardrop-shaped waves. Almost put down on the paper in a triangle format. And it reminds you of something.
Does it look like my pendant?
Not exactly, but
Close?
if you were to take your pendant apart, each circular shape of it, and separate it, it does look like that.
I will definitely bring this to the attention of everyone, but more specifically my wife.
Say hi, wifey.
I
Hi.
Hi. Does this remind you of anything? I'll show her the picture with the separated whorls on it.
It does seem similar to Valdash.
Maybe we are not the only ones of his that have made it to this place?
Perhaps, but we are not. It's not exactly the same. We can't be for certain until we figure out who put that symbol there.
You're right.
Yeah.
I might be overly hopeful. Well, we have this map. Does anyone have... I would ask if anyone had the semblance of it, but just kind of gives a wave off like we're all we're all just as lost here as anyone else.
Didn't you
Lost
guys
souls.
buy a regional map?
Yeah.
Yes, we had.
Just not like a large one.
Well, now you have a large one, but you can use your regional map to get a basis.
Well, the basis is we ain't in Kansas anymore.
Well, we knew that. We're at least mostly sure because none of this looks familiar.
Well, I mean, we could have all been in some backwoods corner of.
True.
But now that we're seeing a world map, we can reasonably sure that's not the case.
Yeah, we're definitely nowhere where we were last.
Is there a list of items that they have obtained in their treasure huntings? Just random goods that they've been keeping around from this?
Not that Alfir has found. And from what I know, you have not been searching the boat. If you want to take off to search the boat, you can. But
I actually was going to take off into the town.
well, as of right now, you don't have that information. Based off the regional map, you guys know that you are in this area.
Okay. I'm starting to get spatial awareness of this place. We're a good ways south of Hawk's school.
Yes.
Yeah, our school is legitimately right there.
Right on the water there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
What does
It's
this
all
word
coming
say?
together.
What does this word say?
Krykar?
Is that an H or?
Hrykar or Krykar? Kryzar? Hryzar. Huruzar.
Hold on, I'll give you a pronunciation in a second.
It's very fancy script and nice, but the capital
It's
letters
very
are
nice.
a little hard.
Arizar.
Arizar. Arizar.
Are we in the town looking at map? I'm
You
confused
guys
what's
are on the
going
boat.
on.
We're on the boat, but the boat is docked right now.
Oh, okay.
H-O-R-Y-Z-Z-A-R. Okay, I was like, this is-
We should maybe look into seeing if this map is complete.
We didn't have a large map available to us to buy here, did we?
No, you guys were only offered a town map and a very undetailed regional map.
No, I
People-
meant that perhaps we should ask the other sailors about if this is a complete map of this plane we find ourselves.
I'm not not entirely sure that they are going to be receptive to us. They have begun whispering in the aftermath. Some view us unfavorably.
Torm will just scratch his ear.
There are some here who thinks that we have come to make trouble.
Does this map, is it like just the world map we're looking at here, or does it have like ports and such things that we might go looking elsewhere for?
The map you're looking at is extensively detailed. As far as the waterways go, which includes marking port cities.
Trade lanes as well?
Yes.
Well, if they feel that we're here, maybe we should go find somewhere else.
I agree. We are not. If we are not welcome here, we've got what we need to leave. And well, it seems. The only question is, where do we go?
That is the $1 million question.
Seeing as how I think none of us have a direction that we are wanting to go or need to go. Kind of questioning when you're looking to the others.
Torm's ear will twitch.
The mages that you have picked up are silently listening, staying out of the conversation. Elia is again curled up on the tiefling.
It's like a little space heater.
Pretty much.
Dobie is specifically looking at them. Because if anyone's got anywhere they need to be in this world, it's them.
That's fair.
Torm will write a quick note for the three girls.
They glance nervously between each other. The dragoness will answer you in sign. I thought you were getting ready to take notes.
I mean, I am, but I totally thought you were getting ready to actually just show it to me.
It's too late. She lets you know that she had been recently taken from the most southern tip of this region. She had not been with the pirates for long.
That was the dragoness?
Yes. Sarah will translate for you.
Most southern tip.
No. She was picked up from here.
Okay. Okay.
Right before we got Evos, we picked up Napri. We were near Nar in the volcanic area.
You're right, it is too late.
It's been a long day.
Are you saying that to...
The girls. It's just projecting.
Makes me curious as to what they were going to respond as.
Napri might. Evis and I. We don't have much to return to.
Was this being spoken or all inside?
The last few parts were spoken.
Okay.
And Torrent's notes are being projected for everybody in the room, anyways.
Even the sign had been translated for you guys. So there's nothing you're missing.
If you do not wish to return home, then is there anywhere you want to go? Is there anywhere you recommend we go? We are strangers to this.
I can't say I have any suggestions. Evis and Napri might. I've been on this ship for a very long time.
That's if
What?
I was speaking.
That's Cyril.
Zero. Okay.
Well, now you have some say in how this ship operates.
If you wish to return home, we can go and return you home. Otherwise, if you have nowhere to be and want purpose, or at least some kind of direction, the boat can be here for you. If you work, you can be seen as equal on this boat. We are trying to find our own ways home. Perhaps you will find a place for yourselves to settle.
Where exactly is your home?
According to these maps, nowhere on them.
The pirates met a lot. I suppose not a lot if you're not considering a lifetime on the boat, but it felt like a lot to me. They spilled over these maps. I'm not sure what you mean by saying your home wouldn't be on them, because then I wouldn't know where to imagine they'd be.
Where I can imagine our home lies, someone somewhere out there, just gesturing at the sky.
Well, it seems you're as misplaced as the rest of us.
Yes, our home is somewhere far from this world. How far, I do not know. But if you wish to come along with us, we would be happy to have you. You seem able-bodied and knowledgeable enough, at least amongst the people who we would be forced to run into while we sail. We will offer you our protection, and, as I said, equal share in anything we do.
As you're finishing that sentence, Evos will. Her hands snap about. There is clear irritation to her movements. Cyril gives her a confused look, not catching it, but Torn, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I love when you speak dirty to me.
Alright.
33.
What?
It's good to know what the upper limits of your skill is there.
Kind of terrifying.
I mean, you have a plus 13 to perception. That's fucking sick. Man.
I know.
That's great.
I laid
Which
a
means
lot
you.
into that.
Oh my god, you rolled like shit and still did all right.
I mean, yeah.
It's good to know he's got it.
2 plus 13. What the hell?
Torin, you'll catch that Evos had made mention that she wants reassurance that they're not just a convenience to a crewless ship.
Crewless?
Yes.
Torin will give a casual, calm down kind of movement.
Oh, that's helpful.
Very gentle, like take a breath.
Remember, don't tell them to calm down. It doesn't calm them down. What you do is you go, at ease, soldier.
What do you want me to say? Whoa, horsey.
No, at ease, soldier. It inspires confidence.
Okay.
It calms them down.
He will sign back to her. I'm sorry, what did you say that
She wanted reassurance that they weren't just a convenience for you guys. A free crew.
Okay. He will sign back, you're not being forced to stay by any means. But we are giving you an option to go back to any place that you would like to go to. You will not be forced to do what you do not want to do here. We are able to man this by ourselves if we need to. Are grateful for any help we may be able to get.
Alright. Calmer now. She'll continue, and this time Cyril is able to interpret for you guys. Then before we go on any agenda of yours, I wish to return to the southern area to see what they left standing of my clan.
Just out of curiosity, where were the whorls at on the map?
They were not on the map, they were on the list of treasure.
Okay.
The map had red dashes on it where they had been checking for treasure, and those seem to correlate with listings on this other piece of paper.
Would I be able to cross-reference where it was found? Is the documentation that good?
This is the oh shit DM face.
No, you guys challenged me to consider things I hadn't before, and I don't mind.
Good spirits. Good spirits.
That is the mark of good DM.
Remember, it's 30% planning.
I'm running on about 5% of planning.
And the rest is improv.
Yes. I I'm just trying to remember what areas I've already laid out to try to keep some consistency.
Pretty sure these things this has not been mentioned anywhere else, so I think you got free reign.
No, things that you guys don't know.
Oh.
That would be kind of amusing.
Oh no. Oh no. See, there's this green dragon who's got it, and
We're gonna have
crossover.
one of these days she's gonna be like, we're playing Lost Souls tonight. And Masters. And Wanwood.
There is
Oh shit, that would be fun.
there is a port marked out under this crude drawing of what appears to be these wave-like swirls. It's marked for this area. And it is more specific than the other marked out areas. Doesn't seem that they were looking as much as they had found. There was even a price under it.
A sale price? A buying price?
That's not listed.
This is the 1500. Okay, cool. So, again, cross-referencing, there's no riverway that basically would allow us to cut through that.
This,
Like the entire bit of land. In a boat this size. I'm assuming that we'd have to go around the tip to get there anyway.
pretty much you guys are going to have to go this way.
I don't see any marks, but
Cool. Why not?
I don't know. Did you put them on the GM there?
No?
No, Chucks.
Hey, there they are.
There it is. Got. Yeah, I figured we'd probably have to do that. We can do that then.
Sarah looks concerned while the dragoness doesn't look optimistic.
I may not be optimistic over what she'd find, but we can certainly go that way.
Torn will raise his hand a bit slowly as if he's considering what he wants to ask. And he will consider more before asking. Are you sure this is the path you want to take, even if you don't know what you will find? Is that something you're ready to see?
She'll respond with Sarah continuously interpreting. I've been away from my lands for longer than I'd like. There may have been survivors, and there may have been some sort of recovery.
He'll nod. Then I hope we find what's best for you.
That sounds like a course that is set. We are supplied. The ship has had its maintenance done. Soluya and I can lead the boat in that direction.
So I know we discussed it briefly before, just that we were going to do all the shopping in forums. But I don't think you ever told me if Torin was able to find what he was looking for in this town's merchants.
I don't remember what you'd been looking for, I'm sorry.
I am looking for
Poison. Lots of all the poison.
and or on the boat. Which is why I was asking if there was a list of things that they just found and were keeping.
I want to say something like this would be extremely unlikely in the area that you're in.
Okay.
But I will keep it in mind and have it as a goal you're headed towards.
That is all I can ask for. I wasn't sure based on this town size and stuff like that, so let me know if I need to poke you.
Yeah, definitely. You can remind me.
Well, is there anything else here that we need for ourselves?
You beat me faster than I can type.
I'm sure the townspeople here will be glad to see us leave.
You notice the gesture of type coming from Torin.
Well, it's not like we need anything from here. We have more than we've ever had, at least on this ship.
Well, perhaps more to come if the remainder of this fleet deems it a good idea to try and seek some kind of petty revenge for their failed attack. He'll just kind of give a smile over to his wife.
I totally didn't hear what was said. Jess was messing with me.
Usually. Basically, he told the girls that there may be more for you, depending on if the rest of that fleet decides to try and mess with us, and then smiles over at his wife.
Ah.
You know, the lady who can cast 3 fireballs around. Okay, 2, but
you don't need the third one.
against a boat. That's about as effective as a cannon fire.
I have a question.
Yes.
Don't do it.
So did Jack and did they ever find out why the pirates were raiding this town, or was it just a fun random attack, or were they looking for something in this town?
They might have been looking for supplies, considering what their stores were like.
Yeah, their boat wasn't in great shape, and their supplies were not going to get them pretty much anywhere.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that's what it was, or if it was there was a treasure supposedly in this town and they were coming to get that. Seeing as they are treasure hunters in a sense.
Based on the map scrawls, they were not looking in these kind of tradey port areas for the treasures that they had been either searching for or getting.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright, then you guys set sail, yes?
Yeah.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the ocean. Row, row, row.
Let me show you a magic trick real quick.
So, it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, it is.
And as you head south, the temperature is cooling, obviously.
Elia.
She stays below deck most days.
Elia stays pretty much glued to the tiefling. As the tiefling is a furnace, to say it nicely.
Torn steps closer. Must fight. Must fight it.
This is going towards the warm thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia and Alfir, you guys are used to the cold, yes?
Oh yeah, we're fine.
After about the first 5 days headed south, you're starting to feel it. This is some serious cold. You guys, I mean, for you, it's just like a cold day. For others, it's more like being stabbed with icicles. But still, you're noticing the change, and it's not uncomfortable, but neither is it all that comfortable.
Well, that just means that we are keeping away we are keeping aware for ice flows.
Everybody
That's a
watch
good
out
idea.
for Torrent's nipples.
No, he's got to have a shirt on or he's gonna die.
Yeah,
You are not a mighty Haldirai.
I think he has a cloak just from when they were doing cloaks.
I get the feeling that that is accurate.
Before I do step out for a second, can we do some rolls for lessons and stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
say
5 days worth or something?
yeah.
weird. Shit.
Did I rip it?
Huh?
Did I rip it?
Oh, this is gonna need to go in the wash.
That's lovely.
Apparently, it got stuck on the glue trap.
Oh no. Ugh.
Do you want me to move?
No, that's fine. Oh my god, that's a thing.
Sticky?
That is a mess and a half right there. Well, maybe it'll stay on the back of the thing here though.
Use it for your advantage.
I'll use it while I can, yeah. So,
Waiting for Kevin to
I know. This was a whole thing.
We haven't played this damn game so long. I can't remember what the hell kind of voice I was doing.
Mine's fluctuating too. I just know that I've got the Haldirai, like Nordic accent going on. I just don't remember the timbre I'm supposed to be using.
I find myself doing the same thing I do for Apexius, kind of, and that's not cool.
Yeah, it's like, my wife isn't French, but,
I don't know why I'm doing it. It's been too long.
It's fine, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Oh, boy, let's see here.
Sorry about that.
It happens.
Do you need me to move?
Maybe.
Ah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know what cool stuff you got for your level, Fluffy, but we're doing okay over here.
I got Quicken Spell, which I already had, so I changed it.
What do you had, Quicken? Do you have Twin yet?
Yeah, I have Twin, Quicken, and Distant Point.
Nice.
I got some cool feats, at least.
Yeah, you can frickin' book it now. That's great.
I can now
And
move
then-
55 feet at speed.
Fastest little Kit Kat.
Elia's now 2 levels behind.
And then I
That's
learned
because you
pure-
decided not to level her.
I decided not to.
Or forgot to level. Whatever.
Yeah, because it's not like I don't have a full-time job and like 7 games running and
I
children.
know!
And, like,
You have
7
plenty of time.
Oh, you are walking on some thin ice right now.
I mean, I can get you a knife. It'll make you feel better.
It'd make me feel better.
I'm not...
Alright.
I haven't insulted you yet.
Yes, you have.
As
Tonight.
you are headed in to the southern waters, there is ice forming,
Yeah.
and your travels begin to slow in order to carefully make it around these.
Breaking up what ones we have, what the bigger ones that we can't avoid.
Yes. During this time, Torin will be giving lessons. Elia will be more watchful than participant, as she likes her fingers and would like to keep them.
She likes her fingers and would like to keep them. Torin's not cutting people's fingers off.
Yeah, but it's cold.
Frostbite.
Oh, okay.
She is pretty much walking around cocooned.
I don't have anything to deal with that. Solvi might be able to do protection from elements at some point or something. I don't know.
No, doesn't seem like it.
I can cast darkness. All I can do.
I think Elia can cast it, or at least it's on her spell list somewhere.
It's not though.
Instead of heat metal, it's going to be heat kitty.
I think she has like bonfire or something like that. Produce flame. She can walk around with a flame in her hand.
There we go.
If that doesn't make you all nervous.
Well, she's not Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's also a cat girl who gets distracted and puts the fire down.
Well, you see, here's the
Set
thing.
this right there.
It stays in her hand until she throws it or dismisses it. So if she gets distracted, I'm gonna guess it's in a measure that will break her concentration and it'll go poof.
Let's hope so.
Hopefully.
Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Alright. For the roles for teaching, I suppose I'm going to need a round of intelligence checks.
We can do like 5 rolls, general, what am I trying to say?
I have no idea.
5 rolls for 5 days, kind of thing.
Because I want all of you to roll, I am going to say you all will roll once, and it will be with advantage because you have a teacher.
Yay, I might do okay.
Is that including me?
No.
We
You're
shall
teaching.
see.
So you're pretty much helping them.
I wasn't sure if it was a roll on my teaching skills.
Okay, advantage didn't help me. The advantage die was a 1.
Oh.
The standard die was a 17, so an 18.
Alright.
Hellfire is not the brightest cookie.
He knows the alphabet.
I mean, he's got average intelligence, a little bit above average, but still.
Okay, Sylvie, please roll. Okay, you did.
Yep.
Consistency.
Alright, well, Elliot got a 5 and a 2 on the advantage dice. Elliot's too cold to think.
Legit.
And, Sylvie, you're beginning to pick up small broken words and the alphabet a bit. Alfir, you're starting to get this down. There's something about it that's structured and code-like, and your brain is liking it.
That's the tactical advantage of it.
Teach me the words.
It's just like, alright.
Would you like Torin to roll for learning Ivo's version? Because they were supposed to be kind of swapping.
Yes.
With advantage?
Yes, seeing
Okay.
as she would be teaching you.
I would almost say just advantage, just sheerly because you already, because it's almost like learning a dialect instead of a whole language.
Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough.
pretty true.
You're catching on to it well enough that you're switching between them without really thinking. You're starting to adapt her signs into yours.
Let me know when I can add it as a actual skill.
I have another thing.
Yes?
If anyone is caring to learn things besides languages, Sobi would offer to teach anyone that's interested in how to navigate.
Oh, pick me.
That will definitely get... You know what, I'm just gonna call her Eve, because I don't think I like the name I picked for her.
Legit.
I love Ivo's.
Avails.
Everyone just calls her Eve.
Eva.
She can have the big name, but you know.
What did you roll?
I
18.
rolled an 18 total,
Okay.
so you know
Eve,
I was paying attention.
Eve and Dupree will be eager to take you up on that, Sophie. But Cyril, she knows what she's doing, actually, and you guys have noticed this. She's definitely spent a long time on this ship. Elliot, being attached to the tiefling, will also take an interest in learning this.
Good.
I'm probably spending more of my time committing, not just working with Torin to learn how to do his signs. I am taking an interest in studying the star charts and starting to commit those to memory.
All right.
Because I'm not taking this map for granted. This map can go away.
I think Torin will be on board with the navigation as well as helping Alfir as a second pair of eyes to memorize the map the best he can along with the navigation skills.
Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to... Okay. The girls seem to be with you, Sophie. They're catching up.
Good.
As for Elia... Yeah, she's still having a hard time thinking. But she's trying.
Solvi should learn how to use the cannons.
Oh god.
Sobi is the cannon.
True, she's like the trebuchet on top. Torin. Because if we're in distance ship combat, you've got nothing to do. So let's teach you how to do cannons.
Wait, did this one fire?
Thankfully, there's enough of a reverb on a cannon shot, you'll know. The whole thing shakes.
Smiles and Catboy.
I'm just saying, practically, you're the only one here who doesn't have solid range. The rest of us could be up on deck throwing things. You could be down there playing. I'm not going to trust Elia down there because she's already walking around with a fistful of fire, and that is where the danger comes in. That is a rule. If she's around anywhere on the cannon deck, No.
Napri will keep her away from that area.
If one of the girls knows how to cannon, or
Eve will show Torin what she knows of the cannons.
there you go. I think that's a worthy goal for you there.
As for you, Elfir, I need an int check.
Oh God. Do I get a boost on it somehow, somewhere?
Because nobody's teaching you the star charts.
Shields. Hold on. Let me see if there's let me see if I can drum up a way for me to get advantage or some kind of boost here.
Torin's learning with him. So do you want me to roll
Yes.
this as well?
So long as some of us know. It's like, yeah, no. My spells. Hey, he may be tanky, but he's probably one of my most aggro characters. 9. 9.
Alright. You're finding yourself getting frustrated with the fact that these charts weren't done well. That is where you're hung up at.
That's fair. I mean,
These maps are of poor quality, and I just can't shake the memory of the stars that I'm used to.
Torin, you're starting to see some of the things on the chart match what you're seeing up in the sky.
Torin will take in what Elvira is saying, and he'll just point to the star, point to the star, point to the star.
You are not working with a good lifetime worth of knowing certain stars. These conflict with what's in my head already. You are learning fresh.
That is fair, Torin. You did not navigate a boat by stars in a way that you had to deathly memorize them.
Not a boat, but a clan. But he will give you a husky smile in response to that.
So, Torin, you're making some headway into this. You're at least recognizing the more obvious. Okay, I guess I lost it. That's fine. No, I remember. Sovi and Alfir.
Yes.
You guys are the main navigators, so
Navigators, operators. Between the two of us, we know how to run a boat.
Cyril knows how to run the boat as well. I need to know, how are you guys navigating throughout the day and the night?
Well, she knows how to... She knows these waters. She knows how to navigate, I'm guessing, by stars.
Yes.
Well, I would imagine she is more nighttime navigation then.
Alright, so Cyril will take the nighttime navigation.
Just because we haven't committed it to our memory yet, and Torin's coming along, but he doesn't have it quite yet.
Fair enough. So she will be spending most of her days sleeping.
Yeah, she can relax during the day.
You said that was Cyril?
Yes.
Cyril is which one?
Cyril is this one.
The elf?
She is not an elf.
Elfish.
She is not elfish.
She's got longer ears, so...
All three of them have one.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, horns, no horns, long ears, makes me think.
Oh no, she's a furbug. Furblock.
A furbolg,
Did I
okay.
see that?
I've heard it a few different ways.
And I will say it wrong in every way.
Yeah, it'll change every time, don't worry about it.
I
All
love
right.
tops so much.
Yeah, I like those tops.
They are literally cloaks. That was all the girls were given.
Well, I just like the ones that come down through here and then just kind of
Mhm.
That's what it looks like to me.
Easily removable. I mean.
Anyway,
Like-
you guys bought them actual clothing, so I might actually draw them in something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
very cute things.
No, they're on a ship. Okay. Alright. Then during the day, it is your guys' focus to navigate the ship.
Yep.
I
I
mean, I don't factually know much about navigation, but I kind of picture if we keep the shore on our right, we're good.
Yeah, I don't imagine we're going far enough out to lose sight of land.
I would imagine that you guys would not want to do that, yes. But I need you guys to make checks on your water vehicles or navigation tools.
Are we making it with advantage because we're such a power couple?
No.
Oh, for them. Okay.
I
Such a
don't
power
actually
couple.
know. Well, I don't have the tools or whatever to pilot the boat.
We have the skills and all the stuff is here. So
But I can do navigation. What stat would you like me to use?
I'm guessing that would be int or wisdom.
I have it stuck at wisdom.
Okay, then let's use wisdom.
Oh, thank God.
What did you roll?
I mean, I got a 12. I think at this point I'm more concerned about cracking ice and keeping the ship safe. Where Solvi is clearly more paying more attention about actually moving the boat along.
Alright. That was your first check.
Power couple.
That was your first check.
Oh God.
I need 2 more.
Oh, well, this one's a hell of a lot better. 23.
Okay. And your last one.
That is 24.
Alright, you guys are getting better at this. You
We-
are starting.
Power couple.
We heard you
It bears repeating.
the 5th time.
You guys are getting the hang of maneuvering this icy area. Yes, Torin.
Torin is every once in a while between duties he's going to be catboyish and he's going to climb up the center pole where the podium would be on the very top.
The mast into the crow's nest.
The crow's nest, yes. And he's going to look out just to see, make sure that they're not being followed, make sure they're, stuff like that.
Okay. So, Sylvie and Alfier, you're able to. You're getting the swing of this, and Alfier, you're getting used to how to get these pieces of ice out of your way. You avoid some hazardous currents. But you're keeping the boat alive and not damaging it, so very well. Torn,
The best is Kit Kat.
the first few days this is easy. And then not only is there the cold, but there's this hanging mist over the water. So it's becoming more difficult to see farther out.
Remove his mask. I guess I will put out there that Torin has not been wearing his mask during this whole trip. He's been just set away into his room.
Okay.
It is a lot windier up there.
I mean, don't want to lose that.
I mean, there's also don't really need to hide your identity when you don't know anybody.
It's true.
Exactly.
I mean, the only people who are really going to come for you are pirates and death cultists, so that's pretty fun.
Okay, you hold yours right there. Good guy.
That is true. You do have the possibility of that connection. So, you guys are making progress. And nearing the 2-week mark of travel. Well, actually, not too far after the first week of travel. Elia begins trying to steal Sobi away at night.
Elia is likely going to see something that will scar her.
No, she's not trying to join you guys. She is trying to get Sobi to join her.
She's going to see some things she doesn't like.
There's plenty of room in Torin's bed to cuddle into a kitty puddle.
But she has a warm tiefling and she wants her best friend.
No one
I
wants
mean,
I've got a wife.
Sylvie would make.
Have you seen my wife? She's amazing.
I have, thank you.
Sylvie would make time for Elia if she can. Lots of shit going on the boat.
Yes, you guys are very busy. Despite you not being warm, Elia seems to be balancing her time between your lap and Napri's.
Yay!
Torin will constantly, well, every once in a while just kind of poke at her to see if she's practicing.
She is spending most of her time being miserable. She doesn't like this. She is very much...
She's surrounded by cold water.
She is begging for heat.
Well, if there's enough heat to come off Cyril to make her comfortable, then that's what he's going to be like.
Yeah. Imagine there's blankets and shit around. She can smother herself in blankets.
To be fair, part of the repair and resupply, it's already cold here. We would have prepared Elia a kind of a nest.
Which she spends some time in there as well, but Elia does not do well alone. But most of the time, yes, she is walking around with a blanket piled over her shoulders and head. So it's mostly just a walking blanket that you guys see.
Cute.
You're well into the second week of travel when progress is slowed amazingly because the ice is... You're not finding a whole lot of waterway here.
Blah! Blah!
It is slow going as you're blasting your way through this. Eve becomes prominent with navigation suddenly, as she is almost like a caged animal becoming twitchy as you guys get closer.
Makes sense.
Torin will offer a calming hand.
She'll give you a questioning look, blushing lightly, and then taking a step back from you.
I'll allow it. He will sign. It's not too late to change your mind.
She'll return with a comment of, "This needs to be done."
I'll nod.
And eventually she will come to the navigation area where I'm guessing Sylvie is at the wheel with Torin in tow. She actually will be dragging you by your wrist. And she begins telling you to direct Sylvie on how to dock here. It looks like ice.
Telling me to tell her?
Yeah, she wants you to communicate because Cyril is sleeping.
Okay. Roughly what you're going for?
Yeah, pretty much.
Star area. And as the note is being shown, he will point to the area as well.
This is an unusual place to be docking. There's no signs of civilization, land.
Through the mist, you see the shadowy vision of a mountain rising in the distance. But if this is land, it's ice-covered land.
If you are sure that this is the place.
She'll sign to you, not worried whether you catch it or not, but Torn can interpret for you possibly.
Would you like me to roll for that, or?
Well, Alfier did do the best at his studies, so we'll say that he catches that she's not stupid, is what she kind of tells you.
Torin takes a step forward in between the two.
Well, that is a small mercy. I'm just saying because I've never been at this tip.
Oh, but you will. I can.
I will 1v1 anybody on this ship but my wife.
Just a tip, Torin.
And Elia suddenly disappears.
Poof.
Shows up somewhere warm. Anyway. She'll kind of wave off your comment.
Well, she knows what she's doing, so we'll park in accordance to what she wants.
She'll be in a rush to head to get off the ship and kind of throw back caution at you guys that this area is not for those who have not grown up in it. It is treacherous ice and a mountainous incline.
Maybe Elia should stay there.
Yeah, Elia and Apri are probably not getting off the boat.
I'm curious.
I'll be going.
Sophie?
Looking at
Toby
Discord.
will go.
What did you say, Patrick?
Said Toby will go.
Yeah, we're gonna leave Cyril on the ship to sleep.
So he's leaving 2 of the girls?
3, if you count Elia. So, you've made it to the southern tip. At least you think you have. And
Southern-ish.
and this is where we will stop. As I will prep your climb into this winterous death.
We'll be fine climbing. Worst case scenario, I have mold earth.
We will see how that goes when we come back. But this at least gives me an idea of where you guys are headed now.
Yep. Freaking long day for everybody, wasn't it?
Kind of glad we sort of have a headache because we just wandering for a while.
I mean, here's the thing. We've got a lead to follow. The biggest thing we were going to have a problem with in this sort of campaign setting, or at least with this whole thing, is finding a means to go somewhere. Like, we needed boat. Now we have
Oh, yeah.
boat and map and whatever this Worrell thing is. That is interesting to me.
Isn't it?
I mean, the treasure, even if I wasn't going to kind of meta with it, doesn't really hold much interest to him right now. Now, when he finds out what it might do, that might change some things. But then again, nobody knows what the f*** it does. All it does is when you gather all the pieces together, it just plays Happy Birthday and disappears. I don't know. Turns Torin's cat ears into bunny ears. I don't know.
Anyway, well, thank you guys for joining me to help me figure out what the hell was going to happen in this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for running. I know everybody is tired and a half, so...
Seeing as we're on our third night of D&D and late night games.
Feels good, doesn't it? I mean, I am tired as hell, but I'm still feeling good about 3 days sprint of D&D.
Fair. I'm not going to argue it.
Okay, well, in that case, thank you everybody who tuned in to watch us. Greatly appreciate you stopping by. Tomorrow's stream, morning stream, is going to be put on hold because of 1, tired, and 2, I have to go to the meat market before I go to work, which means it cuts into stream time because that's just how it has to happen. I'm going to get us some pork.
And some coffee creamer.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to go to the store too.
Yes, please.
You know what? We've got a bit of a list, so you'll send me a quip to go and get the list. But until that, yeah, and then I get to go and drive around for 10 hours.
You say that like you don't like it.
Well, I said get to, not have to.
Okay, that's true.
So, take care, everyone. Have fun with whatever you end up doing. Say goodbye to Gigi and Prince, who decided to join us today. Our D&D cats. Yes,
No,
We need another
our
one.
D&D cats are Torin and Elia.
We need to get an orange cat.
Well, look. This one's not Fluffy. That's the Torn one. That one's Fluffy. That's the Elia one.
There. Do anything.
Close enough for government work. Anyway, see you guys later.